Hi, welcome back. Pankaj from Sons of Technologies. And in this session, we are going to find out the answer of very widely asked question, that is, what are the new features added in interfaces? So let's see one by one each of them. So let's see what are the new features added in an interface. First, with general features which were added in version 1.0. First, interface doesn't contain constructor, means we cannot declare a constructor inside an interface. Second, we cannot create object of an interface. As we don't have constructor in an interface, we cannot instantiate an interface. Third, if you declare any variable in an interface, they will be by default public, static and final. Fourth, by default, every method in an interface is an abstract method and we cannot have any method with body. Fifth, interfaces supports multiple inheritance. Means an interface can extend more than one interface as well as a class can implement more than one interface. Now let's see the new features which are added to interface in different versions of Java. From version 1.1 onwards, interface can contain classes within them as well as we can declare an interface within an interface. Then in version 5, there was an inclusion of generics and enums and annotation concepts, and they were all supported with interfaces as well. So here interface can be specified with generics. Second, interfaces can contain enums inside, and also interfaces can contain annotations inside an interface. But the major changes happened in version 8, which is specific to an interface. That is, from version 8 onwards, you can declare a method as default and can provide a method with a body. So version 8 onwards, interface methods can have body, but yes, you need to declare those methods with a default keyword. Also, interfaces can have static methods with body. So you have now two types of methods in version 8. One is default method and static method. So both of these keywords can help you to define the body for interface methods. And then in version 9, now you can declare a method as private and can provide the body for the same. So hence, now we can say in version 9 we can have private methods with body. Now let's see the practical on all of these points. To see this practically, let me again go to Java FAQ folder and open the command prompt and type over here notepad interface demo.java. Let me split the screen into two halves. Yes, now it is arranged. Now let's see first some of the basic points about interface from the version 1 to 7. For that, I am setting the path to JDK 6. So I am setting the path to JDK 1.6, and just to verify, yes, it is set to Java version 1.6, and now I am going to create an interface over here with the name interface I, and some of the basic features which were added in version 1, that interface variables are by default public, static, final, and the interface methods cannot have body, means by default they are abstract methods. Let's compile this code here. Javac interface demo.java, And now let's see with Java P, because once you compile, you will get an i.class file generated from interface I. So when you type Java Pi, you can notice here the interface variables are by default public static final and methods are public abstract. Apart from that, some other points about interface. So here for checking that, I am creating interface demo class, and here now let's see with other characteristics of interface. That is, interface cannot be instantiated. So let's try creating an object of interface here, and this time yes, it cannot be instantiated. So commenting back here, interface cannot have constructors. So if I try to provide a constructor here like this and then compile, you can see there is an error. And even if I remove the body for this interface and just declare with this name, then also I will get an error. So this shows interface cannot have constructors. And then the last point, that interface supports multiple inheritance. To see that, let me take here another interface J, and then interface K extends I comma J. I can have some method declared in interface J, and finally when I say interface K extends I comma J, now K interface will have both of these methods inherited. Also I need to remove this constructor from here, and then if I compile, yes, it's compiling fine. So this shows the basic things about an interface. So once again repeating, first point, interface variables are by default public static final. So if I come here, so if I again type here Java Pi and see, yes, I am getting the interface variables are by default public static final. And second, interface methods are by default abstract methods. Third, we cannot instantiate an object of an interface. Fourth, interface cannot have constructors, as we were getting the error over here when we tried to provide it. And fifth, interface supports multiple inheritance. So an interface can extend more than one interface, as well as a class can implement more than one interface. So these are the basic features which were added in version 1. Then in version 1.1, interface can have even inner classes and inner interfaces. To see that, let me delete this thing and add here interface I, and inside interface I am going to declare a class A and interface B. So this is in version 1.1. So I am still running on version 6. So here if I compile, yes, it is compiling fine. So up to version 1.1, these were the features added to interface. Then in version 5.0 onwards, the interface supports generics. So let's try to provide here string and compile. So yes, it is compiling. So generics is supported. Again repeating, I am compiling here with version 6. So hence up to version 5 we can see the output without any change or without setting any new path. Let's see the other features. So here generics is supported. Apart from that, in version 5, even the interface can have inner enums. To see that, we have enum C declared here, and if I try to compile, yes, it is compiling. And also interface supports inner annotations. So let me declare here an annotation interface for D, and then if I try to compile, yes, it is working fine. So no need to worry about what are generics, enums and annotations. For all these things we will be having a separate video. But as of now, yes, in version 5 these three supports are being added to an interface. Now coming to the version 8, which is specific to the interface, there are some additions made, and these are some major additions which are being done to an interface. That is, interface can have now methods with body if it is declared as default. So let me declare here public void ABC method with body, and then you can see it will show me error. So interface methods cannot have body is the error. Now let me declare this particular method with the keyword default. After saving this, if I try to compile with javac interface demo.java, you can still see I'll be getting an error. So the error here is because we are still compiling with version 6, and these are the new features added only in version 8. So let me set the path to version 8. So here I am setting the path to JDK version 8, and after that to verify javac space hyphen version. So yes, it is reflecting version 1.8 here. So let's compile with javac interface demo.java with version 8. Now previously I was getting an error over here for the same program, but after setting the path to version 8, if I try to compile this code, now you can see there is no error coming here. Means in version 8, interface methods can have body provided it is declared as default. Apart from that, interface can have static methods which can have body. So let's add the static method and try to compile once again here. So yes, it is compiling. So in version 8, we can have methods with body. So this is a major change being made in version 8, because before version 8, none of the method in an interface would have had any kind of body. So all were abstract by default. But from version 8 onwards, interface can contain the methods which can have body. So the example here is default method and static method. Similarly, in version 9, even one more method which can have body is private. So I am declaring here private void A to Z method and then trying to compile it. So again you can see the error here, because this feature of private method having the methods with body is added in version 9 and we are right now compiling on version 8. So let me set it to version 9 or above. So here I am setting it to version 10. So here I am setting the path to JDK version 10. Again to verify javac space hyphen version. Yes, it is reflecting 10. And now let's compile. And you can see now it is compiling fine. So this shows that version 9 onwards, now we can even have private methods declared in an interface which can have body. So as of now, we have 3 types of methods in an interface which can have body. That much only from this video. Thank you.